What's up, YouTube? Today I'm doing something a little different. Some of the viewers in my live stream have asked me to react to different things, TV shows, movies, that kind of stuff. So last night we went and saw Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, and I'm going to react to that today. Before I do it, I should point out that I don't normally like sequels, so especially movies that I really like, so I'm extra critical about that. I'm not here to act like some of the reactors are just, I got a couple of negative things to say about it. So let's get into it. First off, I heard some things before I went to see it. People were complaining, well, Beetlejuice only has like 17 minutes worth of screen time. Well, that's what he had in the first one. That's by design. Because a lot of people forget the movie is not about Beetlejuice. You hear that train? I know that's going to come out on my video. Damn it. Don't they know I'm busy? Anyways, it's not about Beetlejuice. In the first one is about the Deetzes. Them coming in and the Maitlands dying. I should have said that backwards. The Maitlands dying and the Deetzes taking over their home.
Adam and Barbara are ghosts.
What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
Their house is being haunted by the living, and they can't scare them into leaving, so they're calling on Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
Who's no ordinary ghost.
Yeah.
And then it weaves in the daughter. So, that being said, I didn't hear a lot of people complaining the first time, or I don't remember, about Beetlejuice's screen time. Yet this time they're doing that, and from what I understand is by design that they did it this way. I felt in this, his presence had a bigger impact. It felt like he was on screen more, to me, in my opinion. You know, they weren't trying to make the exact same movie, but they wanted it to have that familiar feel. So there's some familiar gags like that, this version of it. And they did another one of those dance numbers like the Day-O in the first one when they're all having dinner. But I thought this one was longer and I didn't really care for it. The movie would have been fine without it. I like how they kind of switched, put the shoe on the other foot, so to speak, because now the daughter's the mom and she has a daughter of her own that's kind of the outcast, not in the way that she was. So I think that was done well. A lot of the jokes went over well. They've updated, made them more for this current audience members. There's more cussing, which doesn't bother me at all. And to make sure they kept their correct rating, they did beep the one time that Beetlejuice drops an F-bomb. What the f***? If you're going to beep it, might as well not even put it in there. But anyways, that's just me. The number one thing I had an issue with is Dolores, Beetlejuice's ex-wife. The movie would have been fine without any of that whatsoever. Especially the long, drawn-out, in a foreign language explanation of Beetlejuice about his ex-wife. My wife thought I had fell asleep when that happened. No, I lost all interest. But that's the one downside. Later, her appearances weren't so, but that long explanation I could have done without. I could have actually done without any of it. I think the movie would have been fine. I did find it entertaining. There are some interesting twists in it that I really enjoyed. And then there's a lot of, like I said, the familiar stuff, places, gags, characters. So overall, if you're a fan of Beetlejuice, I think you'll be a fan of this. If you don't go in trying to read a whole bunch into it, looking for some hidden meaning, it's just a continuation of the story. Some of the same jokes, some of the same gags. It's what you loved about the first one, plus some extra. Aside from the shit that I said that I didn't like. You might like it, I don't know. But My whole family, well, not my whole family, a lot of my family was there, and we all enjoyed it. None of us felt let down. We had kind of the same complaints about, this was kind of pointless. But the audience members that were there with us laughed accordingly. I didn't hear anybody bitching. Nobody was upset about the way it went. So that being said, I did go into this. Number one, it's a sequel. Number two, I'd already heard some negative things. So I'm going in extra critical. I had a good time. I'll buy it when it comes out on Blu-ray. And we'll watch it in sequence. We do that with a lot of movies. We'll watch the first one, the second one, how many ever follow, if they're good movies. And I enjoyed this. Despite, like I said, despite what I didn't like about it, overall as a picture, I enjoyed it. I will watch it again. So I do recommend, if you're a fan of the first one and you go in with your expectations of, it's a Beetlejuice movie, you should be fine, and I think you'll be entertained. I just wanted to point out, the part that I didn't like. You might like it, but, this is my reaction and my opinion. I just really think we could have done without the whole Dolores thing, especially the explanation. But other than that, I do recommend you go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. Just seriously, just go into it expecting to see a Beetlejuice movie. Your whole family can go. There are some adult type jokes, but my granddaughter didn't catch them. So if you're worried about your kids getting, they should miss it too. It's geared right for adults to catch, just like in a lot of kids' cartoons where they do the jokes for the adults and the kids don't get. Same scenario. I think it was overall put together well. I heard that it was real spotty and jumpy, but it's like the first one is following different things. So overall, I'd say go see it and have a good time. There we go. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day. Make someone laugh if you get the chance. Don't forget to tell your friends and family each and every time you leave that you love them, because you just never know when that's going to be the last chance you get to tell them. Be safe, y'all. We are living in some crazy ass times. Till next time, I am Bob Sixx. Peace.